Hello and welcome to another episode of Tips and Ideas with Ed Wallace of Midwest Landscaping, www.uniqueenvironments.com. Well, we're here in Long Beach, California at our Long Beach Yard to Garden project, and we're in the front yard, and I'm going to show you what we're going to do out here in the parkway. We're going to install Kurapia Utility Ground Cover, which is a very durable ground cover that was patented in Japan, and we use it in different situations where we want to have green but not necessarily grass, has something that you can walk on that's beautiful, that's low maintenance from the standpoint of not having to cut it, also low water user, and a very beautiful utility ground cover to put in. We're going to use that out here in the parkway. And to irrigate this Kurapia, we put in a subsurface irrigation system utilizing Hunter HDL drip tubing. It's 0.6 gallon per hour drip tubing. They're spaced at 12 inches on the center, so every 12 inches there's an emitter, and we have it all installed here. Down here we have a clean out plug, which will basically be a vacuum release. Then I'm going to change it out for a vacuum release, but right now we just have a clean out plug here. It's going to be a vacuum release that I'll interchange out, and you can kind of see the pattern that I was doing testing it out, see what the pattern is going to be from our spacing. We have 12-inch spacing between the rows, and as you see here, I put some topper over the top. We'll use this as our ground cover base. We're using Kellogg's organic topper for soil, sod and seed. This is manufactured here in Southern California by the Kellogg's company. Fantastic product I've been using for years. They've been around for a long time. Down here is one of our junctions where we have for our retrofit. We retrofitted the existing irrigation system over to a Rainbird 1800 retro kit, which is this retro kit. It has a pressure regulator and a filter inside of this unit in here, so it's like a regular conventional pop-up body, but inside that body there's a pressure regulator and also a filter. So we went and bypassed some of these pop-ups, where basically capped them off, and a couple areas I retrofitted them out for the 1800 retro kits. So there's one of the cap-offs from the existing pop-ups that were out here in the parkway. I think I have another one right here. Yeah, and there's the other 1800 retrofit, and we'll be able to access that to take it out to clean the filter once a year. But this is how we're charging this up. We have two of them in here, one for one side of the parkway, and this is on the other side of the parkway here. So this is the setup that we have for the irrigation. We're going to be able to reduce the amount of water we have to use. We're going to save water by having this water being directly at the root zone for the Kurapia, so there'll be no overspray out here in the parkway. It's going to be really nice. Along this edge here, we're going to dig down and put gravel on that base here, because trying to grow something there is going to be pretty challenging. But we're going to see about putting some crushed gravel, dig that down, put crushed gravel along the base or the side of the sidewalk here. But this is what's happening out here in the parkway, or along the garden project here in Long Beach, California. Stay tuned and watch the magic as we install the Kurapia Utility Ground Cover. And one thing about the Kurapia, we have some over here, some generic form of the Kurapia. It's called Lipia, so you can kind of see what it looks like. This is generic Kurapia, and we have one that is patented. This particular Kurapia, it's a little bit thinner in its growth habit, but we're going to utilize this is the flower that it produces. A really beautiful flower. Flowers here in California pretty much April through November, so you have either white flowers, and also to have more of a pinkish white flower also. But these flats are something we're going to test drive out here in the parkway and planting plugs, but I got opportunity to get a hold of some sod pieces, so we're going to see about getting these sod and putting sod down here instead of using the plugs. But if we do the plugs, we're going to use it at 15 inches on center, and it's pretty much wherever the emitters are, we're going to put So that's 12 inches. So wherever there's an emitter, we'll probably go ahead and put in a plug of Kurapia. I'll cut those plugs like 2 inches square and put it in if we decide to go ahead and use those flats of Kurapia. Stay tuned and watch the magic. Ed Wallace, Midwest Landscaping, tips and ideas, www.uniqueenvironments.com.